So this is the Democracy Lab. It's been an age-long conversation when we talk about democracy and the values of democracy, especially within the African context. With the way that we have continued to deconstruct what democratic institutions mean in Africa, for Africans, to Africa, and so on. For me personally, I think regardless of the system of governance that we choose to practice, it is very important that the interests of the people, the perspectives of the people are captured. First of all, Africa is very nuanced, but at the same time, Africa is not homogeneous. So even as a Nigerian, I keep saying that we have to find what works within our context, given our history, given our culture, given everything that is representative of Africa. And then we can begin to build. There's a saying that goes that if you don't know where you're going, any road will lead you there. And trust me, when you get there, you might discover that it's the most unpleasant destination. We need to begin to critique the things we have adopted or things that have been passed down to us as governance systems, including our democratic systems. How is democracy practiced? What are the institutions that govern or the frameworks that help to deliver this so-called democracy? And does it work in terms of the gains, the social context, the cultural deliveries, and how essentially people are either progressing or retrogressing? So one of the things I will say as a solution is that it's high time we began to build stronger institutions and less strong individuals. Because when you look at most of our democracies, I speak for Nigeria, I speak for a lot of countries, even in Africa as we speak, we have situations where individuals are more powerful than institutions. And I think that is very dangerous, because then the powerful individuals begin to use the weak institutions as weapons against the people that they are supposed to serve. So you see the maladjustment. So for me, I think the system of governance that we practice has to be divorced from colonial extractions, has to be divorced from imperialist ideals, and then we begin to find what works for us as Africans. It could be elements of different systems of government that we have seen, but then they have to be built around a people, because essentially any system of governance that doesn't serve people is dead ab initio. So those are some of my thoughts. And I really hope for the best, because it is high time. We can't continue to do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. So it's a high time to reimagine not just what we practice, but also how we practice what we practice. So help us God.